Live now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just let the cat out of the bag. I was supposed to ask you, what time is it? It's noon time.
Hey!
That's right. Joey Noone is here with me tonight, better known as Joey Voices. We're all ready to have a great time tonight. And if Joey goes like an automatic pilot, forgive him. He knows not what he says, but he says it anyway. Okay? What do you think?
That's all right. I'm good.
You're okay?
We're just going to go with it, baby. We're going to go with it.
Okay, we're going to go with it.
I'm good.
Okay. Starting off, what got you into entertainment? This is the craziest business in the world.
Well, I started entertaining as a little kid. I was the youngest of 8 kids, and I was real hyper. And, to get attention to my family, I love singing. And I had ADD before they knew what it was.
What was it?
ADD before they knew what
ADD,
it was. Yeah.
Okay.
And music was my thing that I took to
Yeah.
channel my energy and mimicking the radio and imitating people. So, and I just started out doing that, and I didn't know where it was going to go. I just had a lifetime of singing and changing the vibrato of my voice by imitating other people. And as I got older, I got better at it.
Yeah. Where'd you go to school?
College of Hard Knocks? No.
We all were there.
I went to Malden Public Schools.
Yeah.
And I went to Malden High.
Uh-huh.
Graduated from there. I went to work for my dad in his insurance company. Did that for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I was a DJ. Started DJing all throughout the 90s. And then I got an opportunity in 2000 to try out for the Joey and Maria's Comedy, written by my best friend and my partner in the Boston comedy show, Mike Vaselli. And he's the real Mikey V, by the way.
If I may, I don't like to interject too often, but I think I've told you before. I was in Joey and Maria's when they first started.
Yep.
And I was the original father of the bride. And the Franklins ran it.
Darlene and Paul,
Paula and Diane. Yeah.
Diane and Paul. I mean, Darlene.
Darlene. Paul. Well, stop interrupting me then. Okay. So she had it. And the priest, she tried to make a funny name. She called it Father McPorter because Father Porter was molesting all these kids. I said, Darlene, I said, that's a stupid name. I says, I get the perfect name. She says, what? I says, let's call him Pastor Fazul. Wow, she laughed her ass off. Everybody laughed, and he became Pastor Fazul after that. It was a great, great thing. But I had a lot of fun in that show.
I love it. I'm posting this podcast right now live on my wall. So pardon me, you can keep talking. Just give me your second.
I could keep talking? Oh, that's so nice of you. Imagine this.
Hey,
my guest is telling me I can keep talking. Only if I want to, though.
Donnie T and friends.
I love
you, Don.
He loves me. Okay. I was just going to mention the books that you wrote.
Okay.
You've written a couple books, haven't you?
I have, but there's only one that's out and available as of right now. I'm waiting for the forward to come back for the second one.
Yeah.
And once that comes back, I'll end up releasing that one. So it's my first book is called Good Things Are Supposed to Happen to You. And it's available on Amazon, and it's under Joey Noone. If you look up Joey Noone book, it'll pop up. It'll show you.
Joey Noone book.
Yeah.
Who was the kid you went to school with?
Which one?
The one, Bobby. Robert. You said you went to school with this famous kid. This famous guy.
I don't know.
Don't make me look bad. They're supposed to know who the guy is.
Bobby Kelly? Robert O.
He told me you went to school with Bobby De Niro.
Oh!
I think he's full of shit.
I didn't, but I do a good Robert De Niro impression. Want to see it?
Yeah, what? Ask them.
Here we go. I'm going to teach you how to do a Robert De Niro impression. You ready? You got to say the word mint. But you won't say it. You mouth it. Come on, do it.
No, I ain't gonna do it. I can't do
that.
No,
please. Come on, do it with me. Please.
I got a beard. Beards, they don't play well.
Hey, Donnie.
What?
I'm going to break your legs. I'm going to put them back together. I'll break them again. You hear me? Nah, a little bit.
Please,
Thank you. Thank
please,
you.
please, Bobby.
That was good. I like it.
His nickname
Thank you.
I like
when,
it.
when he was in New York, Bobby De Niro.
Yep.
His nickname was, you know what it was?
I don't.
Milk.
I did hear that.
Yeah, because
What was
so,
the significance?
so
of that?
white. He was so white.
Okay.
They named him Milk. On the streets.
Oh, my
Well, he lived
goodness.
right down the street from Scorsese. They all lived in that area.
Bobby Milk.
Bobby
Yeah.
Milk.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Hey, powder. Hey, powder.
Yeah, take a pot of milk.
I love it.
All right, so let me see.
So as far as schooling, if you want me to
Yeah,
finish, I'll finish.
you done doing your thing?
I'll do. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
I
okay,
got
go
to
ahead.
post it. Sorry about
Go
that.
ahead.
So as far as schooling, I ended up I started doing Joey Maria's. I did that for a year, and when I went up to Vegas with the cast, I saw a guy named Danny Gans, and he was the man of many voices, and he was the best in the business at it. There was a couple of great ones out there like Gordy Brown, but Danny Gans was the best.
I
And
always
Steve
wanted
Wynn,
to see him.
Steve Wynn was Steve Wynn's guy, and I Steve Wynn's a Winthrop guy, and
Yeah,
he was Steve Wynn's guy,
He's from
and,
Winthrop?
and I love Steve Wynn. Yeah, you didn't know that?
Revere.
Oh, I heard it was Winthrop, right?
Maybe it's both.
Yeah, maybe it's both, but I heard he's a Winthrop guy. But anyway, so he was Steve Wynn's guy, and Steve Wynn signed him to like $150 million contract over 10 years.
Wow.
He got the biggest contract like ever out there, and gave him his own theater at the Mirage, the whole thing, and it was a Danny Gans theater, and it was just Steve Wynn really did a marvelous job marketing and promoting Danny Gans. I mean, they sold out every single show every night. I mean, they marketed the heck out of it. But anyways, I went and I saw him when I was with the Joy Maria's podcast. I mean, the Joy Maria's cast. And I was like, wow, this guy's doing what I do my whole life, imitating singers and actors. And so I bought his tape, and I went home, and I started to put my own show together based off of his, because he was an inspiration to me, because I had never seen anybody do that before. And I started watching some of his impressions that he did, and I started copying him, imitating other celebrities. And that was how I was able to pick up on the non-singing impressions. Because all I really did was the singing impressions. So I ended up getting a few of those down, and he was just, I love Danny Gans, man. God rest his soul. It's sad how he died, but he was like 16 years older than me, but he looked fabulous for his age. I mean, he just looked great. But that was how I did that. And then I got an opportunity to go to Vegas. An agent attorney wanted me to sign a contract to come out there, uproot my life and come out there. This is back in like 2006. I think it was like 2006. And when I read the contract, I wasn't happy with it, because I was going to do all the work and she was going to make all the money just for the opportunity for me to go out there and just get my foot in the door. There was no guarantee for housing. There was no guarantee for anything, really.
Yeah.
And so I looked at the contract. I crossed a few things out, and I changed this, and then I crossed a few things out, and I changed that. My dad was a lawyer, so I knew how to do that stuff, because I watched him do it.
It was a no-win situation for you.
Yeah, I kind of turned it into I turned it actually into a fair situation.
Yeah.
I could have tried to reverse it on her and make it all me and not her, and let her kind of come to the middle. But I just kind of went to the middle. And when I sent the contract back, she was like, "Nah, that's unacceptable." I said, "Well, I guess we don't have a deal." And I just didn't do it. And I never got another opportunity for a contract opportunity to go out there. But I went back to seminary. I went to theological seminary in 2007, and I got my master's degree after 7 years of schooling in 2014. I got my master's degree in theology. I was going to be a minister. It wasn't really my calling, but my brother wanted to go and be a minister. And so I went with him, because he begged me to go back, and I said, all right, I'll do it. And he went 8 years and got his THD, and I went 7 years and got my master's, my THM. And that actually helped me in my book writing, because I started to study quantum physics, quantum entanglement, and the study of the human mind and subatomic particles, and how they're random, and how they relate to regular particles and matter. And I just started seeing these correlations between the principles that Jesus taught and the principles of the law of attraction, which is based on quantum physics, quantum entanglement. And when I saw the parallels, they just jumped right out at me. And I said, oh, I got to write a book. I got to share this with the world, my thoughts on this, because I had some really, really good thoughts. And I just was like, I gotta write this book. So I wrote the book, and it came out. It took me 2 years to write it, and then it came out in 2019. And then I got it published through Salem Media Group, and now it's available on Amazon. It's 100 pages, and it's really it's a short read. It's like a 2-hour read, but I wrote it that way on purpose. I had a lot more to contribute, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to write a second book, and I'll just call it the application of the principle. The first book is the principle. The second book is the application. And so I wrote the first book, and 2019 it came out, and everybody that I've had so many people write me letters telling me how it's helped them change their life. I got Rico Petrocelli, Red Sox legend, to write the foreword, and he said this book can change your life. It's right on the front cover of the book. It was just a great statement from somebody like Rico, you know. And anybody in Boston knows who Rico Petrocelli is. But the book, it's out. It's great. And you can read it in a couple of hours, and you go back and you'll read it again, because there's so many things in this book that you're going to learn about how your mind works and how you attract into your orbit the things that come into your orbit based on your thought patterns. We attract the things that come into our life based on our thought patterns. And you'll understand it when you read the book, how that works. It's not phantom, it's not magical, it's very, very real, and it's scientific, and it's a law. It's like the law of gravity. So
We got
what
one
you focus
comment
on,
there.
you find.
Ever hear of anybody by the name of Drush Manoush?
Where's he from? India?
Gotta be. He
No.
says, "Who are you people?"
Yeah, there you go. Who are we?
So,
I ask myself that all the time, because I got 200 people in my head. I'm always asking myself, who are you? Who are you?
I hope some of your people comment.
Yeah, well, we'll see. See what
Yeah,
happens.
that's early yet.
Yeah. But if anybody wants the book, they can go to Amazon and look up Joey Noone, Noone. That's my real name. But my stage name is Joey Voices. That's what I do. I've been doing it for 20 years as an entertainer, and I love it. I love it because you can't put a price tag on putting a smile on somebody's heart.
No, I agree.
That is the most invaluable thing that you can do for someone.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going through something. And if you can help them forget about their cares for a while by putting a smile on their heart, by making them laugh and entertaining them, that's the best job in the whole world as far as I'm concerned.
If I may interject,
Sure.
as I usually try to do, and hopefully there's a lot of people out there watching. Okay, there's my Italian stallion. I already feel better now because when he's in, I feel good. Okay.
You're a greasy.
Hello,
fast-
Donnie and guests.
That's right.
This guest of mine is a man famously called Joey Voices. Well, let me tell you this, okay? A few weeks ago, I was a guest of Joey Voices. I saw a show that blew my mind. Ever heard the Energizer Bunny? That's his dad. I never saw a man work so hard, feverishly, singing song after song after song. After the first hour, I thought we were done. Then the second hour came, and he's flipping everybody out. He's having the unbelievable time of his life.
It was a lot of fun.
The third hour came, and I says,
I was on 3 hours.
gotta
I
be-
was only on stage for an hour and a half.
Well,
You're dragging it out a little bit.
well,
Mikey V said I was on
hey,
stage
hey,
for 2
hey,
hours.
hey,
but I don't
hey,
think
hey,
so.
okay. Anyway, this guy not only is a great entertainer, but he
Stein.
loves what he does. And it makes you want to embrace him. You will feel like you know him so well. He does so many different voices. He's got a good voice too, the hot shit. I'll
Okay.
tell you, it's got a good voice. He even wrote a song. What was it?
I write country music. I have a bunch of songs. They're all on Alexa and Pandora and
Yeah.
not Pandora, Alexa and Spotify and iTunes and almost every other streaming site. We're trying to get it on Pandora though. But I just released a country song called Send Pictures of America that I wrote for the troops. And it was written from the perspective of a soldier in battle missing home.
Really?
And he was writing to his wife, and he made the song to his wife. It's
How long
really
the
cool.
song is it?
The songs are about 3 minutes. And
I don't want to put you on the spot. No,
no, it's okay.
no, I don't want to put you on the spot. Sing the fucking
I'm not
song.
saying it, no. You got to go get it. Just go download it.
I
You'll
know,
love it. I promise you'll love it.
I know.
You don't even have to buy it. You just you can stream it if you want. But if you buy it, it's
What's the name of the song?
it's called Send Pictures of America. If you ask Alexa, or if you go to any of the streaming sites, you can look it
Oh,
up.
it's on Alexa?
Yeah, they're all, yeah. If you say Alexa, play songs by Joey Voices, she'll play you all my country songs.
Wow, that's
But if you specifically if you specifically ask for Send Pictures of America, it'll play Send Pictures of America by
Oh,
Joey
sweet,
Voices.
sweet. Let's see who's out there. Sabrina Ryan, you got to be kidding me. Hey, Donnie, love your show from Sabrina in Dublin.
Oh, I'm
That's
Irish.
my girl.
Those are my people.
He's Irish.
I get paid to be Italian though.
But and he's my buddy. Okay, who we got there? Hello, Joey. That's the Italian.
Hey, Italian Stallion.
Stallion.
I'm going to work on that. Lenny Clark's voice. That's actually something I probably could do.
Oh,
I'll have to work on that.
can he do Lenny Clark's
Yeah,
voice?
yeah.
I could do it better than you. I bet.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to work on that. Thank you. I like the Italian Stallion name. Is I can do Mickey from Rocky. You're a greasy, fast Italian monster. Why don't they put you in a cage, kid? Hey, old man. Hey, kid. What you out of space monster with you? Bug is my large dog. Come on up here. He's beautiful. I love Rocky. Me and Mikey V do Rocky quotes all the time.
I love that. Rocky too.
Yeah, I love it.
Tough and
I love doing Mickey though. Mickey's my favorite.
Oh yeah,
I do him pretty good.
Burgess Meredith. He
Yeah.
was a phenomenal actor.
He was incredible.
Of Mice and Men,
And
he was in that.
he played the Joker
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
in the original Batman series. He was
Yeah,
great.
he was great. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
he
he
was
was
great.
great. He was great at that. Yep.
Cesar Romero played the Riddler.
Yep.
There was
But in real life, he was a diddler.
no way.
No, I just threw that in
Oh.
there.
Cesar Romero, and then no, he played the Penguin. That's who Burgess Meredith played. What's his name? Played the
Danny Aiello played him in the movie.
yeah, but no, the what the hell was his name? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
Meanwhile, we got all these people watching us now. Let's see, who's that? Sabrina Ryan, I love you, sweetie. Thank you guys for the shout
Frank
out.
Gershon. Frank Gershon played the Joker.
Gorshin.
Yeah, Gershon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you too, sweet Sabrina Ryan in Dublin. Okay. The Penguin. That's what he said.
Yeah, that Penguin. Yeah, that's who
Okay.
Burgess Meredith played.
Yeah, exactly. I got my pal Eddie P in the audience. Whenever he's around, I feel good. Getting him around is another story, but he's a good man. Makes me laugh a lot. That's why he's here for a little comedy respite here and there. Joey,
Yeah, hold on. I want to take a picture of something.
he's taking pictures
I know.
for my next.
It's not going to work.
That's okay.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. What's up? Something else I had. Just songs, books, early life entertainment.
Yep.
What did you do in your early life entertainment wise? What's the first routine you did? Can you remember that?
I used to imitate like my next door neighbor Jeff Hurley. He was like the first voice I ever did, and you guys wouldn't know him, so I'm not gonna do it. But I used to walk like him and talk like him, but
But I know
the
you
first
did
routine I did actually, if you go to YouTube,
Rod Stewart.
no,
Who?
if you go to YouTube and you look up Joey Voices Neil Diamond,
Oh, really?
1988,
Don't do it though. I don't want you to do it.
you got to watch it. You got to.
I
see
don't
it.
want you to do it.
Okay, I won't.
My audience might watch you.
Come see the show. You got to come see the show. What's my next show?
He's trying to hustle everybody to go to the show.
November the 11th, Veterans Day. It's a Veterans Day extravaganza at the old Stoneham Theater. It's now called the Greater Boston Stage Company. And there's 350 seats. And we already have half of the VIPs sold, and there's like 88 of them, and half of them are already gone. So those are selling quick because premium seating is really what it's called.
Yeah.
People buy those up quick because they want to be up front, So those are selling like hotcakes.
Eddie P just bought 2.
Yes, I did.
All right.
I'll
Yes,
be
he
there.
did. Yes, he
There we
did.
go.
And I know you guys know that you can trust Donnie T. I don't lie, though sometimes
He lies down when he's sleeping.
even
That's
then I
it.
don't.
When he's sleeping, he lies.
Even then I don't. But let me tell you something. This is a do not miss show. He gives you everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Plus, not only did he give everything, he had a couple of 3 guest comedians.
Yeah. Well, this show that we have coming up, we have Frank Santarelli from The
Oh,
Sopranos.
Frank is going to be there.
Frank's one of the opening comedians. He's definitely a headliner, but he's actually opening this night. And Frank is like one of my favorite comedians of all time, and I say that with all
He's
my
the
heart.
best.
He's one of the best in the
He
world.
was sitting right
In the
where
world,
you
he's
are.
number 3 in Boston. I mean, it's, right up there with Steve Sweeney and Lenny Clark. Frank Santarelli's right there.
He's right there.
I'm telling you,
He
he's
is right
awesome.
there.
Funny. And so he was in Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
Also,
I didn't know
he was in Meet
that.
the Parents. And he was Georgie on The Sopranos. He played the bartender, Georgie. He was in
Yeah,
all,
I
I
remember.
think it was in like 17 episodes. Was that what it was?
16.
16, okay. And so it's going to be him and Jodie Sloan, who won the Boston Comedy Festival. I haven't seen her, but everybody's telling me that she's incredible.
Yeah.
And so we said, we'll book her. She's on every big ticket you see.
Yeah.
And so now we have her
And
on
for
our ticket. So
You people out there that haven't subscribed to Donnie T and Friends, at this moment, I would like to say, please subscribe. And if you have friends that haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I don't make any money at all, not a penny, but I love doing it. So it doesn't matter if you don't subscribe or you do subscribe, I'm still going to do it. Okay. But I do love you guys.
there you go. If people want tickets, you can go to Eventbrite, type in The Boston Comedy Show, November 11th, and it will pop up. You'll see it. And then you can just click on tickets, get tickets. You click that button, and then it'll take you to the ticket page. You click on the picture of the schematic. It'll open up for you, and then you just you click on the seat you want. When you click on the seat that you want, it'll gray itself out for you, and however many you want, you can get seats next to each other, and then it'll just tell you what your total is. You can just pay right there on Eventbrite. It's very easy.
You people make my life. I got to be honest with you. Okay. This might sound a little hokey, but you really, really, really do make my life. I look forward to doing these podcasts. They're a pain in the ass to put together. You don't know if somebody's going to show up, if they're if they're not. And, anyway, the burden's always on me. But I don't mind, because when we finally sit down at my little place here,
I love it.
and we have a great time. At the end, I've had more people say, Donnie, it's already over. Can we do it longer? I cut off at like an hour. But an hour is a lot longer than a lot of people do. So it's a great thing. But another thing I got to ask you guys again. If you have any ideas of shows you'd like to do, I'm considering doing a show on anxiety, depression, of loss. People have lost people in their lives. I have, and it's very depressing. But it's kind of one of those things where, listen, I look at this as our hangout. Okay, we're all sitting on the stoop right now talking shit.
Hey, you got the cigars over there and the bourbon? You got a little bourbon?
Well, that's what we're doing here. And I want, if you have any ideas of any kind of shows you want to do, believe me, I'll make it happen. You just say, Donnie, could you try this? Could you try that? Not the porn, because I already asked Eddie and he says he won't do it in front of anybody. No, we have a lot of fun here. I have a really, really good time. And it's like you always can come to the corner and hang out. This is our hangout. That means a lot to me. So.
I love the lights in the studio here.
Yeah, this is great.
Very fast.
I was going to name this here, my podcast. I was going to name it La Cosa Nostra.
This thing of ours.
This thing of ours. But the title was already taken.
Ah,
So I left it alone. And somebody said to me, probably wise. So anyway.
wise. Get it?
Yeah.
Wise guy. Oh,
Well,
Okay.
at last,
That's funny.
see, you got it.
I got it.
You got
man.
it.
I got it. You.
Okay, let me see. What do we have here? Any kind of requests here? Let's see. Oh, hello, Joey. We get that. I'm at McDonald's. Rick James, my buddy. How you doing? I bet you didn't know I knew Rick James, huh?
Rick James.
That's
Love-
right,
love
Rick James. My pal, Freedom. That's his nickname. I gave him that nickname. We were hanging out at McDonald's in Las Vegas,
Okay.
and he was going through a bad relationship with his wife. And I says, Rick, you don't get it, buddy. Your freedom is where happiness lies. And that's why when he usually reaches out and he says, it's Freedom from McDonald's. So he got remarried. He's doing great.
That's great.
So if you're going
I'm
to
always happy to hear people that get remarried after going through a tough breakup. I went through one myself, and it was, it was a tough breakup. But I got through it. I got past it, and you move on from that, and you wish your ex all the blessings in the world. At first, you don't, because especially if you're betrayed.
No.
Especially if you're betrayed, but you ultimately at the end you say, you know what? I wish her nothing but all the blessings in the world, and I hope that she's happy. Because you know why? When you wish happiness for someone else,
Yeah.
that happiness comes back to you.
Rick James just reached out and he said, freedom is the best.
Yeah.
I gave him that name. Okay. But you know what? I'm all alone. I live alone. I love living
You're
alone.
never alone.
And somebody said, Donnie, why do you love being alone? I says, because I always know where my TV clicker is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can never find that. I even lose it alone.
But you know what else? When I lived alone,
That's Eddie making noise in the
That's right.
background. Leave it to him.
and Halloween's in the next month. When I lived alone, I was never lonely because I got 200 people in my head. So
Oh yeah. Oh,
voices in my head sing to me.
screaming to get out.
Yeah. Who am I today? When you go on a date with me, you never know who you're getting.
Wow.
Ask Lisa. Sometimes.
Well, don't worry. I'm not.
I take her out one night. I'm like, "How you doing?" She's Joe Pesci. You think I'm funny? I'm funny, huh? She's like, "Yeah, I love you. And then I'm like, "Hey," she's like, "Tommy." I'm like, "Hey, Lisa, you're sticking out like a sore thumb around here." She's like, "Oh yeah, you blend."
I
I love it. A little Al Green.
Still Al Green.
Al Green. Yeah, I like that. Do Al
A
Green.
little Ray Charles. Oh woman, don't treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman I've never seen.
That's great.
Little Al Green. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. Al Green, the Reverend Al Green.
Yes.
Very good. Did you do Al Sharpton?
Al Sharp Tongue. Al Sharp Tongue. Fork Tongue. I'm a big Al Sharpton fan. Well, I'll tell you, Donald Trump is the worst president in the history of the world. I can tell you right now.
You know what?
I never did him before. I don't know how good that was, but
It was sucked.
No,
Okay.
no.
No, wasn't it sucked? You want me to be honest?
hey,
Don't
no,
lie.
listen. I never
just
did
got
it.
done telling them I
You
don't
asked
lie.
me. You asked me to do, and so I gave it a
Hold
shot.
on.
What's your favorite impression?
Listen to me. I
What's
got,
your favorite impression?
I got something for you.
I got some good ones.
Let
you want-
me finish this.
But
I got something for you for what you just did.
Wow.
a piece of gold.
Listen. Red Fox. You were spot on.
That was who that was? That was Red Fox.
That,
Lisbeth, I'm coming, Lisbeth. Oh man, you so ugly.
yeah. Now that was good. I don't
That's
lie,
it.
guys.
So I thought
I don't
little Jimmy
lie.
Durante. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh.
The fundamental things apply
As
as
time goes
goes
by.
by.
All right.
Yeah,
A
it
little
wasn't
Rudolph, a little early Christmas. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul. with a corncob pipe and a button nose, and blue eyes made out of coal.
Hey, you
That
two
was
guys
good. I like that.
I
are
love it, I love
great
it.
doing the show together, Donnie T. And we're going to get
I'm the straight one, and he's the color guy.
me friends to follow you. Get me some subscribers, Sabrina. I know, baby, I can always depend on you because you ain't no bullshitter.
She's the best.
She
You got
is
some
the
great
best.
fans.
I do
Johnny
have.
T. You got some great fans, man.
No, they're not fans. They're
No,
friends.
friends. Johnny T and friends.
I
See,
refuse.
they're the friends he's talking about.
They
We're
are.
the ones being interviewed, but you guys are the
No,
friends.
I named it Donnie T and Friends because my friends mean everything to me.
I love it.
That's it.
I love it.
They are my extended family, and they know it. That's the best part. This is our
That's
hangout,
wonderful.
you know. And I have I think too. It says this is a no knock, no bash zone.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna say shit about people, go somewhere else to do it. We don't play that game. Not on Donnie T.
Home, we
and
don't play
Friends.
that.
No,
We
that's
don't.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
little, you like the Doobie Brothers? You the Doobie Brothers? Taking it to the streets. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this living hell.
Yeah, it was
Michael
good.
McDonald.
I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Now, I told him how good he did, right? When he sucked, I told him that
I
too.
don't care. You think that bothers me?
No,
I just
that's
think
what I think you like him.
That doesn't bother me.
Honesty, don't you love honesty?
I love
What's your
honesty.
best impression?
It's such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue.
Yeah.
What's your best impression? Who do you like?
Who do I like? You like Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
love
I'll tell you,
Rodney.
it's me, Rodney, and boy, have I got a problem. Okay, I'll tell you, yeah. I'll tell you, my wife and I, we were happy for 20 years. Yeah. Then we met. It ain't easy, I'll tell you, yeah. I love Rodney. I love doing Rodney.
Rodney's the best.
But my share impression is my signature impression. And I'm not doing it today. You got to come see
Okay.
it.
No,
It's
no,
something, there's something to the share impression that I can't share
no,
Okay.
hold
on this
hold
podcast.
on,
You got
hold
to
on.
see it, though. You
Hold
got to
on.
come and see it live.
Big Joe, hold on a second.
Okay.
These are my friends.
I know.
Hold on. They are special.
Very special.
You are hanging around right now on their corner. You know? So they would love nothing better for you to make them feel special.
Well, name is Colonel Frank Slade, U.S. Army retired. Hoo-ah, Al Pacino. Well, what is your motto here? Boys, inform on your classmates. Save your hide. Anything short of that, want to burn you at the stake? Well, gentlemen, when the spit hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay. Here's Charlie facing the fire, and there's George hiding in Big Daddy's pocket. What are you doing? You're going to reward George and destroy Charlie. Hoo-ah. I got a date with a beautiful woman, and I'm driving. Hoo-ah.
That was good.
Pacino. Scent of a woman.
That was very good.
Thank you.
That
My
was
man.
exactly-
My man.
I love that one.
My brother.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
do bar skags, but I'm not doing it tonight. You got to come and see it.
Yes.
I love you guys already.
No. But what you don't understand is this: if you do a bar skags, if you do a share,
Yeah.
that might give them more
I'm
impetus
not doing it. I
to
know-
want to go
certain
and
things I
watch
don't-
you do
Now,
it.
there's certain things I don't give away because I want people to come see the show.
That's right.
You already did 9 things more than you said you were going to do.
See, you're welcome.
Okay, yeah.
You're welcome.
He said, "No, I'm not going to do that one."
I'll be there.
Well, I had to make up
I'm
for that
only gonna-
sucky Al Sharpton impression. It sounded like Red Fox.
It did. Al Sharpton sucks.
No, he does.
I was doing Al
Yeah.
Sharpton imitating Red Fox.
Eddie, do an impression for
I
that.
can't.
I love it.
I just
I can't
did.
even talk right now.
Most of these people that are watching right now know Eddie. Yeah, he looks like Al Capone. That's you want to show them your face?
No.
I love it.
He's a little on the shy side, like
Yeah.
like the both
That's
of us.
all right.
right?
So what? That's
Yeah,
it's not
shy
bad.
is-
Then that's charming. That's his charm, right?
What was that all about?
I was just clicking on something.
Yeah,
that was on
I
there.
know. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I click on this. I'm like, whoa, what was that?
Yeah.
I never know what I'm clicking on. I get no respect
Big
at all.
G.
I'll tell you, yeah.
Big G. Hey, Richie. Who's Richie? Must be Richie on there or something.
No idea.
Big G, my man. How's things, Rich? Big G, I mean. Hey, Big Al. Oh, Big Al. In back. That's you, probably Big Al, Alphonse Capone.
Oh, Al Capone, yeah.
That's him. Does he
Hey,
look like
Richie.
him?
Hey, Richie.
Look at him. Does he look like him?
Hey, Richie. Why'd you do it, Richie? Why'd you do it, Richie?
I like that. He's good.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
can't wait to see the show November 11th.
Oh, you're gonna have a great
I'll
time.
be there.
Make
Front
sure.
and center.
Front and center. You got good
Right in the
seats.
front.
That's right.
You got the
You
front
should've
You got
gone
awesome
third one. I
seats,
would've
bro.
I
gone.
know that. I love it.
You should have gone. Got one for me. I would have sat on the other side.
Maybe I'll do it right after the show.
All right. There it is.
Woo!
All right. There you go.
Yeah, no, I like to follow my. In fact, Frank Santarelli's going to be my buddy.
Oh, you're going to love Frank.
And you
Frank-
guys,
Frank's doing his whole thing, too, his whole show.
Oh.
Frank's the best.
these guys have all seen Frank. He was on one of my last shows,
Yeah.
That's right.
and he had a blast. He told me. Yeah, I've seen him since. He's had a blast.
Yeah.
I'm getting some cups made out, Donnie T and friends.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do that, too, with us, too. So that's a good idea. And
Yeah.
you got some pretty good ideas, Donnie T. I like these lights. I'm going to get these lights.
Yeah, those are my
I'm going out
son.
tomorrow to buy them before the podcast tomorrow night on Pearl Street.
My son got these for me. I mean, he told me where to get them.
You can tell me that when we shut the TV off.
I have no idea. You could ask me anything about anything in here, and I won't have an answer.
When Donnie leaves the house, we'll pick him up.
All right, that's
Back
what
in
we'll
the
do.
day,
We'll
you
come back.
were-
We'll get them.
I
We'll
get
take
the
them.
pay,
We'll bring
we'll
them
take
back.
We'll bring him back at some point.
He's casing the joint over
I
here.
love it. I love it. I do Joe Cocker, Ray Charles.
No,
Neil
no,
Diamond.
you-
I do so many.
Hold
different-
on, you can't do fucking Joe Cocker. Who you
I'm
shitting?
not doing that tonight.
Yeah,
come see the
you
show.
guys got to see the show. Come
Yeah,
on.
come see the show.
Joe Cocker, you could do a little.
The wig and the tie-dye shirt.
No, but that stuff don't matter right now. We just want your voices, Big Joe.
Ah.
Voices. Do a little. I
Joe
love
Cocker?
that. Yeah.
What would you do if I said how to do? Put it down or walk out on me.
See, well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good, though.
good, that's
Hey,
good.
guys,
That's good.
are you clapping at home?
Thank you, thank you.
All right. What's that?
But
Who's
it's
that?
better live. It's better live. Music too.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Sabrina Ryan, great impressions. Donnie, chat soon, me pal. Lots of love from Emerald Island.
My grandmother used to speak like that. She was
Sweet Sabrina.
My grandmother had the brogue until the day she
Hold
died.
on. I'm addressing Sabrina.
Okay.
I love you, my darling, and you come on my show every single time. And let me say this, if I may. Thursday, we have a special guest coming on. His name is Vinny Paz.
Oh, you're gonna have a great.
Pazzier.
That's gonna be a great one.
I think he's a 4-time world champion.
Dude, the guy that no, I never seen a comeback like that in my life.
I know.
Now listen,
Broke a neck.
Please.
It's unbelievable.
Please,
Tough as
guys.
nails.
listen
The
to that.
movie, believe
Let-
it. Right?
Listen to what I'm going to
All right, good,
say.
good, good.
Either rent it, stream it, or however you can get it. It's called Bleed for This.
Mhm.
It's the Vinny Paz life story. Phenomenal. I watched it till 3:00 this morning. Steve Sweeney's in it too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy.
Yeah. And you will not be disappointed.
Good.
Phenomenal show. And Paz is a great guy too.
Yeah.
He's not only got the heart of the lion, but he's got the heart of compassion.
He gives back a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Very charitable guy.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
That's good.
forward to seeing him on Thursday. So, and I just thought I'd say that before Sabrina leaves. She didn't leave yet, did you, baby? Okay, I think she's still here. Okay. So go ahead. What's the next thing you're gonna do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. You got something up your sleeve.
I always have something on my
You
sleeve.
got 200 freaking people in your
I do have
head.
200 people in my head.
Well,
This is
throw
true.
a couple of.
Listen, I'm a very good manager. I manage those voices in my head.
I know you do. I know you do.
I manage them very well.
One of them called me the other day and he said, "Don't have him do my voice anymore." He was Al Sharpton.
Oh!
Ooh.
Big
I
zing,
said,
zing,
okay,
boom, bang,
You got a deal, Sharpie.
bing, bang, zoom. Hey, why are you still doing that? I thought you go. Come on.
I just want my guests
Just once I wish I was big.
and my people to have a good time. because that's what it's
That's right.
all
That's
about.
what it's all about. That's right. It's true.
That's what it's all about.
That's
If you're not having a good time, you're
Yeah.
doing something wrong.
True story.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys can come out to the show. You'll have a blast. It's a really it's a Vegas act. It's mostly a musical act, but I set up these bits. Each bit I set up, they're not full songs, but they're bits of impressions of songs. And I change the lyrics around and I do the impression. I put wigs on, I get the character. I tell some stories throughout the act, and it's a clean show. There's no swearing in the show. I just keep it clean because most of my audience is middle America, the baby boomers. You know, that's the biggest demographic in the country right now. I do voices from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and some from today. We get some people that are younger than us, so I throw some stuff in there for them.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to rat you out either to tell them how you kind of like put some of those things together on Route 90.
oh yeah.
I'm not
I
saying
saw that on
I'm
the
not
show.
gonna
Yeah.
say-
My Tom Jones impression, you don't love that. That's actually very funny. That's a wicked funny.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm proud of that one. That Tom Jones bit's a funny bit. Yeah. And the Eddie Money bit.
Eddie Money.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's a really
Yeah.
good bit.
Yeah.
So you guys will enjoy it if you come out. It's going to be something like you've never seen in your life. I mean, it's even if you went to Vegas and saw another impressionist. No two impressionists are alike because their shows are so different.
No, should
Different
they be?
comedy, different bits, different. So my show's unique in and of itself. It's just kind of evolved that way over the last 20 years of performing
Absolutely.
and
to see
I
some-
love seeing other
Yeah.
impressionists.
And-
I just
Yeah, me
enjoy
too.
it
I
so
always
much.
love that.
And I learn from them.
Eddie
I always
loves
try to
that.
see what I can
I
learn from
know.
other impressionists. What's he doing that I might not be doing right, or is he doing an impression that I don't do that I would love to learn? And I say, how is he doing that? And I'll watch him. I'll study him. I love that. I'm fascinated by other impressionists because there's so many good ones out there. You know?
If you see a man enjoy what he's doing as much as this guy does,
Yep.
you know he's giving you his heart and soul.
Yep.
Believe me when I tell you.
Yeah.
And I pass out compliments like sore covers. I don't throw them out there
That's
unless
a good one, right? That one.
they are worthy.
Yeah.
Unless they are worthy of it, you know. And this guy is more than worthy. I left the big smile on my face
I'm glad.
and a slice of pizza.
Pearl Street Station Pizza is incredible.
Very
Pearl Street Station
very
restaurant.
I'll try
Ooh,
that.
very
you know what
good.
they modeled it after? So Alan Robot, for those of you here from Boston that are tuning in, he used to own the Palace, and he used to own the Vogue.
Okay.
Him and his brothers, and they owned that for a long time. Well, Alan owns Pearl Street Station Restaurant in Malden, so he came on my radio show when I did the Joey versus Radio Show on WMEX back in 2015. He came on, he bought all kinds of food and blah blah blah, and I says, Alan, I go, how do you get your pizza to taste so good? I said, how did you come up with your recipe for your pizza? That was actually a very good question that I asked him. It was off the top of my head. And he goes, Joey, that's funny you asked that. He said, we put a survey out and we asked people in the Boston area what their favorite pizza was. A majority of the people said either Bianchi's on Revere Beach or Santapio's in East Boston. And he said, so we looked at what they did and we combined it.
Wow.
So we could have kind of a unique tasting
I like
style of
that.
pizza.
Yeah.
And I like it crispy, and you get
I
the
do
cornmeal
too.
on the bottom,
Yeah.
on the thing, and the sauce is a little sweet, and it's just so good.
And he was
Mwah.
related to the Satapios.
Yeah, my mother was the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got a cousin named Joyce Massa?
Massa.
Yeah.
No,
She's from Nashua.
Okay.
Joyce Massa. She runs.
I'm related to Frankie.
Her grandmother was Santapio,
Santapio. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had a big family.
Yeah. and
Wow.
she said that she said her maiden name too, and I can't think of it. It's Italian.
Previty.
Huh?
Previty. Or
No, it began with a D, I thought, but I could be wrong. I just saw her yesterday. She was
Oh, wow.
Santapio. Yeah, she was just my grandmother. I said, "Come on." She was, "Yeah,
I'm
wow."
gonna go to Pearl Street and get their pizza. I love pizza.
Yeah.
You know.
You're gonna love it. You'll love it down there. It's a great. We're gonna be there tomorrow night for the podcast, for the Boston Comedy Show podcast. We'll be there tomorrow night. We're every Tuesday night. You were on it last
Yeah.
week or 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Are you going to be there tomorrow night?
Yeah, we're gonna be there every Tuesday night with them.
Maybe if I could cut him loose, we'll go down for pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, my son will be around, so
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
he'll
there you
come
go.
by.
There you go.
They got great food there.
Yeah.
They do have good food. The steak
Yeah.
tips are good.
Everything.
The food's
It's-
good. I
that's
love
what
talking
I-
about food.
Just to say about the steak tips.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sausage is good.
Yeah.
They have a really good shrimp scampi's really good.
Oh,
I've tried almost everything on that menu.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
My buddy Paul Solano, another paisan,
Yeah.
he's a general manager there. Since he took over, that food was okay, but it got
Hey,
exponentially better.
You gotta
when
hear
he
this.
took over.
You gotta hear this. Suge White.
I see it. I see it.
Hey,
yeah.
Donnie, looking forward to Vinny Paz. Joey is a funny fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Bill. Is that girl or guy? I can't make up.
Suge White, I don't
Well,
know.
whatever you are, whoever you are.
I don't
Thank you
know.
very much.
Hey, Suge White, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, okay, girl? Or so-
okay.
guy or girl?
I don't want to offend anybody.
No,
Yeah,
because Suge Knight.
I can't.
Suge Knight,
It could be any.
You know, it could
Yeah.
be anybody.
Yeah.
So
Suge White.
I don't want you to get me wrong.
It's all good, man. Thank you very much for the compliment. Means a lot.
Because that reflects on me as well.
Yeah.
Because I picked him. He only does what he does. I got him here.
Well, you came to the show and seeing it firsthand and hearing you compliment me the way you did, it means a lot because I work very hard at what I do. I've been doing it 20 years. And when you hear somebody give you an honest compliment that's unsolicited, there's
Yeah.
nothing in the world better than that. So,
And I don't play around
Thank you.
throwing compliments. I really,
Yeah.
really don't.
like manhole covers.
Yeah, I really
like
don't.
that.
You know, sore covers, I think I said.
So,
But I was trying to think of manhole and I couldn't think of it. But thank you. You bailed me out.
I get no respect at all, I'll tell you. Finally, I get a little respect. Yeah. Boy, was I an ugly kid, I'll tell you, yeah. One time I got lost at the beach. I said to the cop, "You think we'll find my parents?" He said, "I don't know, kid. There's so many places they can hide."
That is a good one.
I can tell this, and I can tell this one on here that I normally don't tell on my show. He says, "I'll tell you, my own kid don't even respect me." Yeah. Last week I caught my kid masturbating in the yard. I said, "Hey, kid, you keep doing that, you're gonna go blind." He said, "Hey, Dad, I'm over here." Oh,
I love it.
This
This
is a great night. You know, I bet you didn't think we were gonna have this one.
no, yeah, I'm happy. I knew we would have fun, but I didn't. You never know
Yeah.
what to expect. You
Yeah.
just don't know. I don't know if it would be serious or if it would
No.
go down the funny road. I like
Yeah,
it when it goes
funny
down the
road.
funny road.
I don't do
I
serious
like the
too well.
Yeah, I like because it's entertaining for everybody else. So.
Yeah, it is.
And they want to see you kind of banter back and
If
forth.
they're on here
Yeah.
watching us guys cut up,
Yeah,
they're here because they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know, it's an
100%.
hour out of their life or
absolutely.
an hour in their life.
Yeah,
You know. So,
and it's not a wasted hour.
no.
I mean, they can sit here and watch it and
You could watch
we could be like Mike Tyson and smoking pot on hot boxing with Mike Tyson, or be like Elon Musk smoking pot on the Joe Rogan podcast. But we don't smoke pot, so hey, you know,
No.
we could be cooking pasta. We
Yeah.
could be doing a cooking show. Donnie T and friends. OPM, Donnie T. What's OPM, Donnie T? I don't eat other people's meatballs. OPM. You know?
That's true. I know.
That's what my girlfriend said.
Yeah.
She goes, "You're going to learn two things about me when we continue to date. The 7 fishes." She said, "I'm a pizza snob." She said, "And OPM." I said, "OPM." I don't eat other people's meatballs.
Wow.
I make my own. It's my mother's recipe." And I said, "Well, that's 3 things."
Oh, she doesn't
He
eat
said,
pizza?
He said, those are 3 things. She says, "You got to find out 2 things about me." She named 3.
You say?
I said, "Did you get D in math?"
Well, she's like you.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah."
You said you were going to do 2 impressions. You did
I did like 15.
52.
That's good.
They're a match made in heaven. Believe me when I tell you.
My girl's a paisan. She's
Oh,
Italian. I told her she should do a cooking show because she cooks. Oh, she cooks. And
But-
she can. She want to go, "Listen, you got to do your own cooking show." Because she grew up at 29 Venice in Saugus, Kitty Gulch. That was her address. I go, she was, "That's going to be the name of my cooking show, 29 Venice."
Wow.
I said, "That's actually pretty, you know, I like that."
I have
So we're going to do a cooking show with her.
That's good.
And I'll be a guest on, but her personality, the way she talks and banters back and forth, she's so Italian and it's so entertaining.
That's good.
People from outside of Boston will love it. Never mind people here, but people from outside of Boston that will watch that and that love the Italian thing, and they think of Boston and the Italian. She
She
embodies it. She's the epitome of that. She's beautiful,
I have
inside and out.
I have a friend of mine that a great cook.
Yeah.
He did 30 years in prison.
Okay. Paulie.
And he says, when I get out of here, he says, Donnie, I'm going to write a cookbook.
Good for him.
And it's going to be called Walled Off. Because he's in prison. He's in the wall behind the wall.
Right.
Walled off.
Walled
It sounds
off,
like walled off.
Like the
Yeah.
wonderful story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
I thought that was a great name.
I'd be like Paulie and Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Paulie make the meatballs. We diced up the onions
Yeah.
with the razor.
Yeah.
Ba ba ba, bada bing.
Yeah.
That's freaking great. I love that.
Yeah.
That was such a good movie.
I like Paulie Walnuts.
Yeah.
Paulie Walnuts was one of the best characters on that
Reminds me
movie.
of someone in Revere.
Mama Luke, Mama Luke.
Yeah.
Mama Luke, he
He
says.
does.
And you know something? I was sitting with somebody, Frankie Renzulli,
Yeah.
with that guy that you think he reminds you of.
Yeah.
And it is, he designed that character to
Revere.
out of him.
Wow.
And two
Yeah,
of them,
that's-
too.
yeah.
That's
The other
amazing.
one, Richie Aprile, the one that married his sister.
Oh yeah, I know. She showed me.
Guys.
Yeah.
And he was another one that was designed is not the right word. What am I trying to say? Yeah,
Resembled.
resembled.
There you go.
Yeah,
Resembled them.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, they were great. That was a great show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was
it's a
too bad it
surprise.
ended that way.
Well, it's everything's got to come to an end at some point.
Yeah.
You can always go back and watch the reruns.
Yeah.
How many times have you ever binge watched something every season? And you wait like a few months, whatever.
Yeah.
You go back, you watch the beginning, you forget how it ends.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Honestly, you do because you
I
watch so
watched
many of
everything,
them.
and when I watch it again, I don't remember this scene. You know?
I don't remember
You
this
know,
episode or
it's
whatever,
funny,
you
you're
know?
right, You're right.
Yeah. Like I watched Monk. the show
Oh, Monk. I remember. Yeah.
I love Adrian Monk. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse. I could be wrong, but I'm not. He's beautiful. Yeah,
I
Tony
didn't watch
Shalhoub, Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah.
And I used to watch all those episodes. I would go back after watching all the seasons, and then I would watch from season one. I'm like, how does this? You forget
I'll
how
forget.
Yeah.
each episode resolves. You know, so it's actually really cool. You know, to have that because it's Anyway, I used to binge watch. Remember the show Chuck?
Chuck.
That's not
I
Chuck.
remember Chuck.
Zach Levy.
No.
So he's this nerd who works at the Buy More, which would be like Best Buy,
Yeah.
and it was called the Buy More, and he works in the computer department. He's like a nerd, a tech nerd,
Oh.
and so he gets this computer mailed to him by a friend of his who was in the CIA, and he opens the computer up, and it all of a sudden it starts uploading into his brain all the stuff, and it kind of like puts him in a trance, and he's watching this thing, and all of a sudden the computer explodes, and he falls back down, and he wakes up, and he's all of a sudden all this stuff's in his brain, and when he's walking down the street, he gets these flashes,
Wow.
and in his brain it shows him this guy that he's looking at wherever he is a Russian mercenary, and he's in town, and he's going to kill the president or whatever,
Wow.
and blah blah blah, and he goes, and he doesn't know what he's looking at, so. I don't know how the CIA found out, but they found out that Chuck was the one that got it's called the Intersect. It's called the Intersect, and it's a computer. That he got a hold of the Intersect, opened it up, and it downloaded to his brain.
Wow.
So now he's a secret weapon for the CIA, and this girl and this other guy have to they're supposed to bring him in, but every time they try to bring him in, he sees something else. And they end up on this new case going after this new guy. So they end up using him in that way to track down all these killers and all these
Wow.
international criminals. It's the freaking best and the
Joey,
show you ever saw.
I think this calls for another impression.
Oh,
Before you put them to sleep with that, who the fuck is
no, that's a great Chuck. Chuck's a great show. I mean it. Anybody out there that's ever seen it knows what I'm talking about. You brother, you won't be able to turn it off. You won't be able to turn it off. I couldn't turn it off. When I watched the first episode, I'm like, you get so hooked in. Whoever wrote that show's a freaking genius.
I want them to leave with an impression. Will you give me a fucking do something?
Well, he
I
did
don't
a
know.
lot.
I did a lot.
You did a lot.
I did
Al
a lot.
Pacino,
Yeah,
Robert De
I
Niro.
did a lot.
Brando?
Not only
Can you do
he has
Brando?
the voice, he does the facial.
You can't do Brando?
Yeah, I could try to do Brando, but then you'll tell me it sucks and it sounds like fire.
No.
You'll tell me it sounds like Eddie.
If it doesn't sound like this, you're doing
Is
it
it-
wrong. Okay?
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
No.
no, I was
Oh, hey, you want to hear it? Give me cotton.
do his
Hey, we gotta put
impression.
some cotton in your
I was
cheeks.
gonna, yeah.
Do some
If I had
impressions.
to, I would do it. Huh?
Okay. What are you doing?
You come to me today.
I gotta miss somebody.
Very good. No,
No,
you
no,
do it. No,
no,
it's
you
your
do it, you
question.
do it, no, you
No,
do it.
I don't. I won't step
I
on
know it's your
anybody's
Fredo.
impression.
I know it was your Fredo.
Let's do it.
Broke my heart.
Mike.
I know it was you, Al. You broke my balls.
Nobody touches Fredo while my mother's still alive.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like that line.
It was a good movie. They say like for the Italians, the greatest movie of all time is The Godfather. For the Irish, the greatest movie of all time is The Quiet Man with John Wayne. I mean, that's
okay.
the Irish version of The Godfather, greatest movie of all
Wow.
time. Yeah. I like both, so it's all good.
What was that? Boondock Saints or something like that?
That's a pretty good movie. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah. That was a good movie. Yeah. Goodfellas was
I know
right
it was
up
one of
there
the best.
because it was a true story, for the most part.
Yeah. Karen!
Yeah,
Yeah, they own-
Oh, now you sounded like that.
Hey, Leota.
Ray Liotta was just hanging around with a friend of mine just before he passed away.
Yep.
My friend lives in Colorado. He's been involved with all the movies. He's like this. What's his face? Adam Sandler, and he's
Oh,
with
yeah.
all of them. He knows them all.
Yeah.
But Liotta didn't want to. People were asking him too many questions about Goodfellas and everything else. So they called this guy in to watch over him. So he was his special assistant.
Mhm.
And he said, Donnie, this guy was what a sweetheart of a guy. He said he was so nice to the people, but it was too much. Every 2 days they asking him about something about the Goodfellas and stuff.
Yeah.
So, well, you know what? I think we're coming to a close. I'd like another impression, but only Joe knows.
You can have that impression when you come to the show. Honestly, come to the show. Please come to the show. I'm grateful.
That's better.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everybody that comes out to see me perform. I'm grateful. So you go to Eventbrite, type in the Boston Comedy Show, November 11th. It'll pop right up for you, and you can get your tickets that way.
I'm going to be there, front row and center.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you guys will have the time of your life. And I would never say that to the friends of Donnie T. Trust me on that.
Yeah. It's a lot
God
of
bless you guys. Love you.
fun. God bless you too. Mwah.
Start the born.
Start the moment.
Was that French?
It means watch out, Eddie.